Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner.
I'm Elsie Johnson.
And we are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
Hey y'all, we are doing chicken marsala to go along with our spaghetti that we made, the $1 Million spaghetti.
It's Italian night, if you haven't figured it out.
So I'm pouring my olive oil in the pan.
So while she's doing that and getting the skillet hot and ready, I'm gonna go ahead and put my flour in this Ziploc bag. And there's a reason for us doing this. It makes it easier to coat it so you don't have to worry about having extra dredge on it. And so we're just gonna pour the salt and pepper in there, shake it around a little bit. Get it nice and mixed together. And then we're gonna take our chicken, which I pounded out, and we're going to put it in there, shake it up. Start putting it in our pan to cook. I'm gonna do several pieces here just to save time. You know, this is kind of like the same concept of a shake and bake. So, you just shake it off. Make sure you got it off. And then you're going to cook it. So, as we are waiting for these pieces to cook, what we're going to do, I'm just going to throw these in here and just like get them ready to go when the next batch is. Just a little bit of flour. And
Do you want
salt and
another
pepper.
plate to put them on?
Actually, that would be fantastic, so I can finish dredging these.
You can go ahead and use that plate and I'll get another.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and finish dredging these. So we just took our chicken breast, and pounded them down to about 1/4 of an inch. And just to get them
Did it say how
Even
long
cooking?
to
it takes
per side?
it
2 to
does
3 minutes probably per side.
until it's nice and golden. Usually probably about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 usually. It takes actually for the whole thing about 22 minutes for, that includes your marsala sauce too. So 22, 27 minutes. You don't want a lot of flour on this. You just want enough to be able to get a nice crust on it. You can just buy the chicken tenders and pound them out. I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. You want to make sure you get a nice crust on these. You don't want to undercook them. Because then somebody will get sick and then, you know what? Then that's when the meal stops. Nobody's happy when you make them sick. Here. So look at that. That has a nice golden crust on it. And so after that, we start adding in all the other ingredients. It's going to make this so yummy because then you put in your mushrooms, you put in your cooking wine, your marsala wine, and then you put in your chicken broth and butter, and you got shallots. Yep, you got all kinds of goodies. So it's going to be delicious, y'all. Point of what we're doing here with the chicken marsala. So we have a method to remembering this because you have 3 different recipe ingredients here for 3 minutes, and then we have 5 minutes on the mushrooms and then 1 minute on the flour. So You leave all your chicken bits in there and you just let it do its thing. You got shallots, onions, whatever you want to call it.
These are actually green top onions, Vidalia. We just started getting them. We have our parsley, thyme, and butter in here right now.
With our shallots, with our green top onions.
Yep. Sauteing them. We got about another minute and a half on that, and then we'll add our mushrooms.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
The chicken, so you pound it out to like 1/4 of an inch, and so it cooks evenly, so you don't have to stand here and like wonder if it's getting done. So we
In
did
certain spots, yeah.
Yeah, we did like check it with the meat thermometer because yeah, the last thing in the world we want to do is make 8 people sick
Right.
with our cooking, and then we'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, that would not be good at all.
We wouldn't be practicing what we're preaching, so. Are we about there, Oak?
Yep, we're about there.
All right, do you want me to go ahead and start putting it in?
Yep.
All right, 8 ounces of mushrooms. This is gonna release a lot of liquid here, so this is gonna give us a little bit of a roux. We're gonna let this cook for 5 minutes as it's releasing its liquid. And I'm not a fan of mushrooms, but I promised that I would wade through the mushrooms as I was gonna eat my chicken marsala. So
It's kind of hard to have chicken marsala without mushrooms, though.
true. All right. So we're gonna cook this about a minute, and just enough to get rid of the flour taste, so we can build a little bit of like a gravy reduction. So. And then we're actually going to put the marsala wine and the chicken broth in there for a couple minutes, about 5-10 minutes, and then let it build it up nice and bubbly, and then we'll put the chicken back in and we'll cook it like 10 minutes, and then we'll be ready to serve this meal. We have some specialty noodles that we're going to be putting this with from Italy. So Elsie and I are feeling fancy tonight.
I don't know about that.
All right, you ready? Okay, we're going to go ahead and... All right, this wine is going to... Yeah, needs to cook off some of the wine here, so... Let her go ahead and start building up the roux. I'm going to go ahead and take these into the kitchen and we'll be right back.
Okay. I'm putting the chicken back in to nestle it down into the thickened sauce. And we'll let it simmer for a couple minutes to warm the chicken back up.
And it also finishes cooking also.
Making sure it's totally done.
Right. This looks delicious, guys.
Yeah, it does.
We have some special noodles that we got from the store that's from Italy. And we'll find out if it's better than an American noodle, because it's supposed to be specialized for pasta, for Italian dishes. So, and this is Italian night, so can't think of a better way to go ahead and do this. So we're gonna let this simmer for what?
2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Look at that. That is going to be delicious, y'all.
It does look good. Looks really good.
I can't wait to take the video when we're ready to plate it up on the table, and we'll be right back, guys.
Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
We're two sisters Southern cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.